Hey guys, what is going on in stats? Checking out Paladin here, specifically Prot Paladin in Torghast today. So let's go ahead, we're going to run in here. I'm playing a Zandalari Troll Paladin because I don't have them on the standard live servers right now. So figured I'd try it out on here and, see if it's worth farming the rep. Spoiler alert, it totally is. So we're going to start with the upper reaches here. I can't remember if this is the one we get to go through up to like floor 18 or not. If we do, cool. If not, this will just be a shorter video. We're going to go into the upper reaches here. I'll show you my talents in just a second. Alright, so here we go. So, talents. We're starting out here with Holy Shield. This is basically just because extra blocks, extra damage. We're just going to be sticking with that for right now. Now, our level 25 talents, rather, our options are either Moment of Glory, or Crusader's Judgment, or First Avenger. Now, Crusader's Judgment is pretty sweet for damage. This time I'm actually going to try First Avenger, just to get an idea here of how that works. It also gives us the Absorb Shield, which we're used to having from Bulwark of Light. Down here in the 30 row, we're going to go with Blinding Light. Now we're actually going to swap to Fist of Justice again. We typically get this Fist of Justice here back in a talent from one of these Anima powers. We're going to take Cavalier for right now. Want to have those 2 charges of move speed. For the 40 row here, we're going to take Divine Purpose for right now. We'll probably move over to Seraphim later. Take Consecrated Ground, just to get that bigger area there, as well as having the reduced move speed on enemies is really useful. And we're taking Sanctified Wrath, just to get the extra damage, or not the extra damage, but the extra duration there and the extra Holy Power. The other 2 are still great, but we're not really worried about those here in Torghast. So our first powers here, we've either got our Steward provides us with Vials of Serenity for all my allies, which we don't need because I'm a character playing it solo. And then there's Yelshir's Power Glove, which is your damaging spells and abilities empower your weapon, increasing the damage of your next melee strike, stacking up to 100 times. These are both pretty useless for us, but we'll take the Power Glove, at least we'll get a little bit of extra damage there occasionally. And we'll summon our Steward. This here is the good old Kyrian Covenant power here, 5-minute CD. He gives us some pretty awesome files, and then we can either vendor to him, change talents, tell one of our friends how great they are. That's legit, that will do that. And then we can just dismiss him. In this case here, we're just going to dismiss him because we don't have anything to get. Now, we are on floor 1, but this here is the Wayfinder. Let's just skip up to floor 7. For testing purposes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump up there. And so there we go. Now we're on floor 7. Just double check spellbook here. Make sure that I do have everything I talented into in the proper places. I've got Regenerating and Pterodax Swoop. Okay. So this is up on floor 7 here. Keep in mind that this is, as fresh of a run as it gets. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to drop a couple of things here. We're going to chuck out some shields. Break these here, collect some Phantasma. That's the currency we use in here. And now we're going to get on here and start beating up some enemies. Now you'll notice this feels super slow right now. That's because I've got exactly 10% haste. And in this room I actually have negative 3% haste, which is really strange. But that is a thing that can happen in here. Now we are still using Holy Power. And Holy Power for Prot Paladin feels really strange. I both like it and don't like it. Alright, so there's our Tower Sentinel that we want to take care of. So we're going to work our way around the side here. Get our little shield there. First Avenger Barrier is quite a bit of healing. We're just going to try to taunt him. Why is that on Shift 5? That's supposed to be here, that's supposed to be there. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the Tower Sentinel in here. Hopefully he will work his way towards us pretty quick. Now the whole reason that I used Freedom there is because it actually gets rid of the debuff he puts on. Which is pretty neat. With this negative 15% haste we've got, this guy just is going to take forever to kill. And there's no way around that, unfortunately. So we just have to grind him down. But in the meantime, you know, we can have a little bit of a chat here about how the mechanics are working out for Prot Paladin. And I've got to be honest, they feel really good here. Really, really good. In general, besides having no haste right now at all, this actually feels pretty good. The damage is fine. The free healing is good. The first Avenger is a nice change of pace. Alright, so there we've taken him out. We're back up to our full haste and movement speed. Divine Toll has a chance to instantly kill enemy targets. Yeah, we'll take that. Divine Toll being our other Kyrian ability. Alright, so let's just go ahead and we'll run up here. Which actually turns out to be the exit to the level. That's neat. Not a whole lot up here, I guess. We're going to take this elite pack here. That was a very big hit. I got feared because I was dumb. Alright. We'll let that go here. Stun him a while. We're just going to go ahead and bubble here. I feel super weak because it's the first floor that I'm actually doing anything on. And that's one of the things that can be really tricky with Torghast, is whenever you go and you jump up floors like this, sometimes it's a little trickier than you expected it to be. Alright, there we go. We survived. Let's see. Got an Anima power here. First 30 seconds before you have Avenging Wrath. That sounds pretty good. Not going to help us right this second, but should be worth it in general. Go ahead and heal ourselves back up to as close to full as we can get here. And we'll take out this Lord of Torment. Interrupt that volley there. Stun him for that interrupt. Man, they got a lot of HP to chip through. Higher floors will get a lot easier, because we'll actually have some Anima powers. The first floor is typically the hardest. Certain Anima cells offer an additional choice, or 15% mastery. So we've got 19% mastery, and mastery really isn't all that great for us. We're gonna go ahead and take this Enchanted Thieves tools. We'll see if we can get anything like really, really cool out of this. Alright, this here is gonna be a really bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, I thought I was going to get the stun off there, but I totally missed it. It's alright, we'll get back in. So that pool ended up a lot better than I thought it would. I really expected that to go really, really poorly, but what do you know? It was actually completely fine. Oh, I thought for sure that was just going to instant kill there. Darn. Alright, so we got that Phantasm, we've killed these. I'm not going to kill that guy. I want to move up to the next floor here and get out of this place. Now, killing every one of those little guys there causes a debuff to get on you that increases damage you take. So you gotta be real careful of skeletal remains once you get into this tower. Because they will absolutely wreck you. Alright. Up here we've got an empowered guy. He's actually weaker than most of the mobs on the floor, which to me seems really strange. And I'm not exactly sure what Blizzard's going for with this, because that just seems strange to have a bunch of, you know, really strong elites on the floor, and then a guy that's considered empowered is actually just easier to deal with than the rest. I don't get that. Alright, here we go. Ooh! Cold Heart Plume. During Avenging Wrath, prevent 50% of damage from enemies. That damage will all be dealt to you when Avenging Wrath ends, if the enemy is still alive. Ooh. Okay, risk reward. Let's take that. That sounds awesome. I'm figuring I can probably just, you know, bubble before that would go off, and it should be okay. I would think, anyway. Put our combat log up here. Terrifying Roar, gotta interrupt that as much as we can. Again, these elites harder than the guys at the end of the floor. Definitely not harder than the bosses, but, you know, absolutely just... These guys are way more difficult to kill. They actually have abilities that can actually stop you. Alright, there we go. So there may be an Anima power over here, there might not be, I'm not sure. Ah, darn, nothing there. Okay. Ah, one-shot that guy. Cool. Alright, so we got a Lord of Torment there. Yeah, we'll pull him. Oh, he's gonna evade in here. That's nice. That guy is still targeting me. Alright, now he's reset. That launched Avenger's Shield and everything too. That's awesome. I really like that. go ahead, we'll regenerate here. Took a lot of damage there. Let's see, how much did that hit me for? Power Glove, Power Glove. Shield of the Righteous, Judgment hits. Okay, well, I don't see it. There's a lot of stuff that's not showing up in the combat log right now, too, so... I like these Death Speaker mobs. I hope they get a different model, because this model's ancient here. So hopefully they give us something different later. I'm sure it's probably just a placeholder. Because I don't think they'd want to reuse all the same models. At least not in something supposed to be like one of the premier parts of the expansion anyway. But hey, I don't know. Maybe they do. Alright, so up here we've got a Lord of Torment. A couple of these Soulbinder guys. Man, I feel like I just need a million more haste. Of course, I'm also used to having like 100% haste on live right now, so this just seems really, really slow. It'll be alright, though. Alright, let's see. Our Hammer Wrath deals 60% increased damage. Divine Toll increases the caster's stamina by 5% for each target hit. This effect lasts for 30 seconds. We're going to take the extra damage on Hammer Wrath. That's too good not to grab. These little boxes here, these resonating caches, they are for the legendary dust. And you need legendary dust to make legendary components to make your legendaries. We don't have any of those yet. If we did, it'd be neat, but definitely a little early in the cycle for that. Hey, there we go. Bunches of damage. Divine Toll no longer has a mana cost. Reduce the cooldown of Divine Toll by 10 seconds, or Divine Toll is automatically cast when Avenging Wrath is cast, and again when it expires. That seems good. That seems very good. I like Divine Toll. It's an interesting playstyle for sure. Alright, so this here is a floor where I don't think we actually have any enemies. Yeah, this is one of the freebie floors. So this floor here, we've got a couple of souls we can grab and a couple of anima powers that are just here. Basically this floor you just want to avoid hitting a bunch of stuff and dying randomly. Because if you die on a floor with no enemies, that's kind of embarrassing. In before I do that too. Alright, so here is Gain Holy Shield, so we're going to take that right away. The other two are irrelevant. Gaining Holy Shield and being able to get one of the other talents is pretty ridiculous. We're going to get over here to our friendly neighborhood broker. The Soul Broker is pretty sweet. Pretty awesome. So he has a bunch of stuff for us here. We want to grab this Anima power for sure. We've got Mastery 5 and Crit 5. Let's take our chances and get 2 random Anima powers. Alright, so here's 1. And we've got 10% crit gain, 1 power, holy power every 10 seconds in combat, or when you attack a new creature, you're healed. We'll take the crit. Crit's really good. Stats are never bad. And we've got Forbearance increases damage dealt by 25%. Get 150 Phantasma, or that Forbearance one. This one here is only good in multiplayer. I guess we'll just get that Forbearance increases our damage dealt. Can't go wrong with that. You know, when in doubt, do more damage. Alright, so there we've got that. We got Bonded Soul here. Before I forget, please excuse me. It's gotta... Okay, good. We are recording. I just had to check, because I don't have anything that... I don't have my second monitor right now. So this is, a little different. A little different. Alright. Getting that cachet. Alright. Hammer of Wrath makes your next holy power spending ability 100% more effective. Sure. That seems good. Whoa! That was nuts. That was really cool. And how quickly the game has changed with just those couple Anima powers. Alright, here's our Anima. Ooh! Casting Divine Toll also instantly stuns all enemies within 30 yards. Yeah, we'll take that. That's really dumb. That's really, really dumb. I like that. Alright, we'll Freedom. And we'll try to get... I guess the guy's probably upstairs there. Because Lords of Torment normally are not on the bottom. Yeah, he's not back there, so he's up here. Go ham here. Remember, having Forbearance increases the damage done. Ooh, this is tricky. Gonna LOH to be safe. Whew, there we go. Wow, good job, music. That was like perfectly timed. Alright, so let's see. Oh, I aggroed a Mallrat. So this guy here, what you have to do is you have to figure out what the sequence is supposed to be. And every time you click 1, something else will change course. Okay. 2. Okay. There we go. Got it open. Next Anima power here, so we've got, we can get Fist of Justice. That is going to let us pick, we have 2 extra talents now. So we're going to go ahead and take Blessed Hammer. Really like Blessed Hammer. Readout's okay. But, Shield of the Righteous increases your strength and stand by 2% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. It's pretty cool. But I'll take Blessed Hammer. It's extra damage. And then in the Fist of Justice row here, we're going to take Blinding Light, because I'm used to having that for sure. Alright. Well, that was easy. Grand Crusader, Art of War, and Infusion of Light reduce the remaining cooldown on Divine Steed by 5 seconds. Reduce cooldown of Toll by 10 seconds. More Hammer Rat damage. We'll take the reduced cooldown on Divine Toll. Now, I believe that's a different hammer from the Hammer of the Righteous there. Or Blessed Hammer, rather. I think that's a new model, but I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's different because I'm on a Zandalari or not. So here we have a friend. We help them find something, and then we get a bonus. We're gonna go straight ahead here. We're gonna pop wings and just kill this entire room. Go ahead and regenerate. Alright. Alright, up the stairs we go. There we go. Let me just grab all the mall rats here. We'll just take them with us after we drop a hammer. There we go. Picked up with a bound soul. Just gonna have to actually heal myself this time. That'll work for now. Oh, I came through late. Alright, so we've got a choice between Mastery and Max Health. We might as well take the Max Health, because we could really use the extra HP right now. Alright, there we go. Yes, Divine Toll is pretty wicked. Definitely going to be a very high risk, high reward thing. But if this ability stays as powerful as it is, I can definitely see Prot Paladin using it quite a bit. Alright, increase crit and healing. Oh right, I have these vials in here I could be using. Let's put them on a bar too. There we go. Alright, so there's our Tower Sentinel. Okay. Just keep smashing. Alright, let's see. So I believe up here we actually should have our item coming up. Yep. It's also the end of the area, which is pretty cool. I've got to kite these things here because that's just way too many to feel safe. There we go. Hammer of Wrath extends Avenging Wrath by 4 seconds. We'll go ahead and reduce cooldown of the toll again. That seems like a better idea to me. Alright, here's the item that our little buddy wants. Well, that there was very surprising. Okay. Let's see. Holy Power spending abilities are 30% more effective. Or we can just further reduce the cooldown on Divine Toll. Yeah, that being 30 seconds sounds pretty good. Let's reduce it again. It's now 20-second cooldown. Okay. This is fine. What could go wrong? Let's have an ability that's completely OP and make the 20-second CD with, was it 4 stacks? Yeah, 4 stacks of an Anima power. Alright. So here we are once again on floor 12. It should be a boss floor. Should be being the keyword. Oh, it definitely is. Well, we should call the steward here. That way he'll refill our flasks. I'll change my talents. We're gonna go over to Crusader's Judgment. I want that extra charge. And I think that's all I need to change. Yep. The steward will stick around for a couple of minutes. I think he actually fights with the stew. Alright, so I got 319, so we're just going to go ahead and take 2 random Anima powers again. Divine Toll increases your stamina for each target hit. Now we'll take the Mastery. Oh, wow. Reduce it down to 10 seconds now. Okay. This seems OP. This guy here really doesn't do all that much. We are going to try to move him here. There we go. I mean, being able to stun him every 10 seconds here is kind of dumb. There we go. Do extra damage here because we're in Forbearance. There we go, we killed our boss in Torghast. So that's going to be the end of this run here. For a more in-depth look at Prot Paladin, check back with me later next week when I have a full rundown and have a chance to run a dungeon or two. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, downvote it. Tell me why you didn't like it in the comments. Catch me on Twitter, and remember my Patreon is there if you'd like to support the channel. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.